don't see me. You see the game, maybe. It's very interesting to me. I want to say this is like the second or third time in a row where about 8 to 12 minutes, give or take, it has a freak out. This time I lost connection a couple of times. I'm pretty sure if I look at the VODs after the fact. Which is weird. That's what I think. It's true. Could get worse. But usually it's been pretty fine after that. I don't know why it does that though. Well, we'll keep going for a bit. What's the worst that happens? Some of these side quests aren't recorded. Aww. Okay, wait a second. That guy said the dog looked well cared after. Does that... That dog does not look like it's being fed. I mean, I guess... I mean, it's not super detailed, but I feel like you could even see, like, you definitely would probably be able to see ribs on it. Maybe? Something I know of that does that, but let's retrieve the letter from him. That is not a well taken care of dog.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
He needs... Can we take him home?
Someone's waiting for this. But he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
I was probably fed for what this town could provide. That's true. Like, I guess it could be more starving. I mean, look at how properly cared for Torgal is, though, in comparison. Like, come on, come here, Torgal. I mean, obviously he's a different kind, too, and he has, like, a lot going on, but still.
You like that, don't you?
I could if I would. But Final Fantasy XVI is not as good a game as Fire Emblem Engage, apparently. Joking. I don't even know how you would honestly compare the two. Torgal's a wolf that can take down giants. It is true. Fragrant satchel. A small sack stuffed full to bursting with an aromatic potpourri of citrus peel, flower petals, and sweet-smelling bark. A blend certain to secure an audience with the Dame, if Otto is to be believed. And I have the lost letter. A letter intended for delivery to the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn, lost on the road due to an unfortunately placed hole in his pack. And then the lost supplies. Because a Glenn sucks. That's okay. Alright. What's going on over here? Alan.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
You want Clive to talk to
They're
them?
probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up.
I guess I am a
So,
bearer, that's true.
Will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Agree to go and talk to the bearers. Sure.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
It might help if you got them some clothes too, but you know, what you can do. Ah, Speaking of questing along the sides, Captain, any fun little anecdotes from Vichiban's adventure that I missed earlier? Exhausted bearer.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Okay. I get the magical slaves. But why would you discourage them from saying something like... I guess the idea is they probably just get...
Did you see? That bearer spoke to a master.
What manner of place is this?
Oh, it's even worse than I thought it was.
In case you were wondering, the boys finally cleared the road to Northreach. But there's no need to hurry, is there? I can think of a few reasons you might want to linger another night or two.
Excuse me, stallholder, are you hitting on me? Either or maybe she saw me with Jill. Alright, need to go to the
That'll be
tavern.
enough for today. We don't need you risking the curse for a barrel of shad.
My god, a responsible owner. Continued maintenance story about to do the first big job. And stumbling forwards using punches, a bat, accidentally picking proper dialogue, and as a last resort, shotguns. Oh, continued main story instead of maintenance. Yeah, that's... Look, autocorrect just really cares
How
that
did the
things are...
grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
There were purple handprints all over her skirts.
Go on. This seems like a pretty obvious rookie mistake, but you know, young people will do what young people do. Maintenance story, the story of Isaac Clarke. A story of maintenance and madness.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
Did Torgal teleport in here? I swear, maybe he ran in ahead of me when I wasn't paying attention. What's up, Emil?
I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
Oh no.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up, and little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me.
Then they will
If
die.
I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Oh, I punch out a cyber psycho to send them therapy because Vichiban avoids killing people who are... Storing point is the right word, but close. I mean, like, they'll never, like, kill, but definitely has a thing where, like... You punch out the people who are likely to also become possibly party members or ally with you. Dying on the vine, exterminate the wasps. Yeah,
All right.
I can kill some wasps.
I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Prioritize quest. Oh, right, I already have 3, and it won't keep more than that up there. Okay. Alright, I read that earlier. I've been down here, that's right. Of course, this is why this is here. It's because you can come down here for a side quest.
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
Ma'am, it is cute you think you could stop me if I actually wanted to. If the game could throw it in your face, you try your best for non-lethal. Yeah, I don't know how that... We've not quite reached the point where video games are consistent about that, depending on their complexity. Probably in a generation or two. Alright, this is in the church, so... Alright. Ultimate Committee, it needs of the many. Okay. I think I need to go below, actually. Quentin's attendant.
You'll find naught but the humble dwellings of our good citizens down here, both bearer and otherwise. And there are some who might not appreciate an outsider poking his nose in.
Yeah, sure, whatever, buddy. I am Quentin's attendant, and I will explain what is going on here in slow, diplomatic
Sun's
words
setting fast.
for your
They'll all
violent
be
little
back
brain.
from the vineyard soon.
Then I better go and give that stew a stir.
Stay as long as you like. Any friend of Sid's is a friend of ours.
You should tell Quentin's attendant that. He was being mean to me. There's another Quentin's attendant.
So it took a tilt between the Wardens of Light and Dark to finally drive the Royalists from our shores. Pity it came at such a price. They say the fields of Belenus were black a full fortnight with all the ravens.
Okay. Dude, I can understand. You're Quentin's attendant. You've probably been there when he's met Sid once or twice. You can't fake what Sid has. It's just lame when you try. Okay? Okay, buddy? Next time try speaking in how you're supposed to sound. As long as Torgal's okay with it. I mean, Torgal is pretty down for most of whatever Clive plans. What is this? Oh. What are these extra E's doing? A drink. A Gotan 870. A Branda wine. Imperial gold. A meat. Pandamain. A stone blue. A black pudding. Smoked kippers. A salt loach. Roast hare. Chocobo stew. And carrot broth. Man, chocobo stew. What about water, Captain? This is medieval fantasy inspired, at least in part. Would you trust the water? It's a fast way to make some new friends for your intestines, I guess. What's up, Quentin?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass.
You're a place that has a
I
lot
do
of
hope
bandits.
Nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Alright. Oh, I guess you're not who I get the food from. Anything else in
Lorbert's
Sinclair?
Pass is south of here. Good luck finding Randall. Oh, and take care.
No ice for it too. Yeah, no, probably not. I mean, they might have ice houses here. Although I don't think this is a
Can I have another
prosperous enough place.
There'll be none left for me.
Okay, wait. No, let's go back to this. None of this stuff sounded non-alcoholic. Go 10 to 870, brand wine, Imperial Gold. What are the kids drinking? I mean, it's probably watered wine, right? Although, if you have watered wine, that means you have water for it. I don't know. Maybe he has tea or something for the kids. Sober-sided shopkeeper.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting.
Sweet.
Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
That said, I feel like maybe she should, calm it a little bit. Because you wouldn't want to piss off the wrong people and then get in trouble and have your entire organization exposed. Collect bread and wine.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Actually see what the bread and wine looks like. Items. Bread and wine. While the loaf is slightly stale and the wine somewhat watered down, it will serve to fill an empty belly. Yeah, you know what? He just doesn't put water on the board. I guess it's something you can ask for it. I feel like giving people that are starving bread and wine isn't like the best choice. I mean, look, it at least covers the carbohydrates, grain, and the fruit groups.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Eat up, guys.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
I hope this is really watered down, because you guys look like any alcohol will just knock you on your asses.
May we? Truly?
I don't know if I needed that game, but thanks, I guess.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Quest complete. Why did you have a guilt bug? I'm gonna assume we got it from the other guys. That's okay.
What happens to us now, brother?
Nothing bad, I promise. Not ever again.
I'm glad they're taken care of, though. As long as this place also doesn't get invaded by Mom and destroyed because she's a bitch. And this is dying on the vine. Ah, yes. Or needs of the many. Oh. Okay, what I'll do is I'll teleport back to here. Which won't save me much time, but... Showed human decency. Side quest complete. It was basically that. And Lost-Wing is pretty far away, non-Rosalind territory. This is true. We are in Sunbreck, which our mom is only the Empress of, but I don't think she actually has political power there. Fortunately.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Gonna run through the plants. Oh, that didn't work as well as I would hope it would.
Stay down. It's over. There, boy.
Okay.
Get him.
What a brutal finishing blow for the final wasp. Wholly unnecessary. Sharp Fang, Bloody Hide.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
Alright. We will teleport back.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up?
Man, everyone's gonna know about that grocer and his daughter and the vineyard boy. Oh well.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door.
It's truly
The
scandalous.
vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
As long as the grocer's daughter is old enough to get her hair braided. Otherwise, they're gonna have to go before the women's circle and explain themselves, because they're too young for those shenanigans. Oh, he gave us some oil, too. That's already read. Go this way, this way, this way. Alright. There is nothing worth teleporting. No, that won't save me time. I have to use mundane foot travel. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Where is... Eyes adjust, please? Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Cellar passage. Have I gone this way before? Oh, that's from there. Okay. I don't know if I've gone there. I don't remember a long underground tunnel. But that might be someplace I go later. Oh, no. That's the place the lady was telling me I couldn't go. It's like she could stop Clive if he actually wanted to.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care. Glad you're on our side.
How do you know? We killed them all. Like, I guess Sid's people might have mentioned it. Just like, oh man, have you heard about this new badass we have? Ah, yes. When you're injured or tired and you need to rest, this is the way you do it. It's good for recovering.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
I get to fight a Giga soon. Yeah, we'll go on this. Hey.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, that wasn't even close.
Not this time. Not this time.
Pretty sure you meant to, like, you can probably punish each of those and then do it again, but... Oh, took it right there. Right. Makes sense though. The Gigas is an early type big enemy, so would have a very punishing attack. I haven't got a bone necklace. I don't even know what's gonna use that, but I guess we'll get it. Oh. You know, it's never good in a side quest when inspect body comes up.
Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can carry him if you want to. Whatever, that's fine. Alright. I guess we'll go back this way and talk to that guy. Let him know that Randall didn't make it. He stopped being a person, he became an inspect body on the side of the road. Well, the guy might have already gone back to be with... Yeah, he probably already went back to talk to Quentin, didn't he? I mean, in fairness, we get like a third a mile. Depending on the person, give what it's take. I mean, one of the advantages of carrying a body, well, you keep it in one piece. I mean, there's that too. But also, it's not like the comfort of the body matters. So it'd be a lot for a fair amount of people. And like this medieval type society, actually, a lot more people do manual labor than would do in a modern society. So you probably, like, I don't know, a third the people you find could probably manage it. Probably more than that if they're just doing it awkwardly.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from living.
And of course, Clive has super anime powers, so he could do it no problem, but...
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I
Hey,
expect
Donnie.
he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
We just did a side quest where the person was dead. They were an inspect body on the side of the road. Backpack and a meteorite. Oh, that's nice. Okay, is that all the side quests here? Oh, I need to go this way. Turn the missing items to Glen in the hideaway. Which is it, okay. Ba-do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do. We gotta kill some wasps. It was okay. We killed
Otto barking at his lot earlier.
2 whole bandits. They really should have thought better about their life decisions. Oh.
Reports from Eastpool are disturbing. We knew the Vicereine had no love for her subjects, but to order the slaughter of an entire village.
You have your nieces for a week. They got to play with sparklers and poppers. Oh, that's cute.
Maybe I should just own up to what Owen said. Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
You know what really gets me about this is kind of funny too. He's worried about not being able to deliver this letter to Sid. But because we're doing this side quest specifically at a part in the story where Sid's left the base to go on ahead, he doesn't have anything to worry about. What a goober.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
I'm sorry?
Never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles.
Weird little side quest to get that detail in.
From Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
That would explain why he was worried Sid would murder him for losing it, though. I wonder if it's Sid's daughter, or if... No, let's not think about being that anime. It's definitely not fireworks. See, I'm not close enough to anything where there's enough space for something like that. I'm a little bit too in the suburbs for that. Well, not just being in the suburbs, but I'm also in a bluer part of America than that. Although you only need to go like 30, 40 miles to Western Maryland and it's becomes proper redneck country, so.
Sid may be the hardest man I know, but when it comes to his daughter, he's soft as Chocobo down. You'll be champing at the bit to get this letter.
I kind of figured.
Is everything all right? No.
When
No,
my
it's
fertilizer
not.
is complete, the furrows will need expanding. Bohemill will not bow to the blight.
Well, I guess those MPs are gonna do that, but
Wanted to send a message, most likely.
But did she have to go so far?
some bump stock shenanigans. Okay. See, already still want to make me go there just because I have new things I can do, or did it unlock the fourth thing finally? No, just because I can go back and do other things. Okay. Oh, I guess I can check, although I'm pretty sure that just tells me about side quests unless we teleport to them.
Good to see you. Quick look.
Yeah, okay.
Seen enough?
Take a sip, Clive.
Good 3 hours and 7 unlock the fourth thing. Alright, well, that's good to know. Alright, well, those are the side quests done. So we'll save having done those. Righting wrongs, doing side quests. And we'll go back to Lost Wing. I mean, a lot of the earlier Final Fantasies are pretty short compared to how long they can get. I mean, yeah. I mean, define short, too. Like, are we talking about game or JRPG standards? Because by game standards, it's always going to be at least middle length. No, but then almost no RPGs are less than 8 hours. In fact, most video games that are less than 8 hours aren't even actually less than 8 hours. They just have other things that you're supposed to spend the time in, like multiplayer and what have you. Oh, I mean, there's enough spin-offs. Let's see. I wouldn't be able
How
to...
did the grocer know his
I don't think I'd be able to name all the... Like, there's the tactic games, but tactic games tend to be a little bit... You can do the main story of Stranger of Paradise in 8 to 10 hours. Okay. Mystic Quest. Dirge of Cerberus. Oh, that one might be them.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I wouldn't say safe, but at least now it's possible.
Yeah, I'd say most for Final Fantasy being shorter for them would be in the 20 to 40 hour range, which is most of your older ones just because of the nature of older games back then, and the ones that are a bit more streamlined. This is true. Oh sweet, I was one spider away from leveling up. The old road. Ooh, there's a thing up here. No, I mean, it's a fun thing when you raise a question like that to think about that kind of stuff. Ah, there's another spider. If it's not going to attack me, I'm just going to leave it be. A Dragon Evis. I keep doing those in the wrong order. Oh well. Oh, I didn't do that one properly. Oh, that just killed it too. Lame end to that fight. I got 2 Dragon Talons though. I mean, I enjoy... So here's the thing. 15, I kind of like the goofy journeying aspect of it. It had a weird gameplay choice where it was not super active. You basically just held, am I in attack mode or dodge mode? And it just didn't feel great. At least in my opinion, anyways, I'd say that was the case.
You know what to do.
Yours looks to be shortest at 11.5, missed the quest at that 14, and FF1 at 19. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Going back to the past for those games, for the ones that would be shortest. And the weird spin-offs. This one, I'm going to assume if you're just mainlining story combat, it's probably going to be like 20, 30 hours. Give or take, because, helps damage some. Because, like, it's no surprise, this is inspired by character action games. And those exist as much also for the replayability. Like, this also the arcade mode and everything, so. A dragonet? Oh, that didn't go very well for me at all. Oh, I almost timed that properly, actually. What of that do I have? 229? Let me see something. That's a lot. What is it? It's heat wave. I have Ifrit stuff on right now. Would make sense to have that. Ooh, look, it's another Dragon Avis. Oh, I didn't time that properly at all. I missed time at all. Well, that's fine.
Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Oh, I messed that up again. Ugh. I need to stop being so careful with it. Only one Dragon Talon. Oh well, it's better than no Dragon Talons, I guess.
There. Northreach.
How long Green Dawn takes. That's fair. How far into 24 is the next one of the remake games? Oregon. Should've just done this to gather them up. Whee! First quarters of January to March. Okay. Yeah, I could see that going either way then. Not so much that Rain and Dawn will take that much time, but... Yeah, but Persona 3 Reloaded is not going to be, like,
Soldiers
on the
used to
same.
speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
Like, it's not like Atlas is going to... Like, Atlas 1 does not have the same drive to have to do as well as Square had to do with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Unless it also can stick closer to what the original was. I feel like I skipped some stuff. Now let's go. Oh, this is a big place. Oh my god. Let me just see. Is this a special, like, for these things? No, these are antelopes. These just regular chocobo too? They are Vultures are new, though.
It's over.
At least I think vultures are new. It's not a 16th delivery. Maybe people buy PS5s to play it. I'm sure there was at least a little bit of that. I don't know how much that fully is the case, but I'm sure there were people who were waiting for that, so. That said, it was also probably just as much the fact that now it's not as much a pain to get them, too. So the combination of the two, a good double factor to hold off on. Dragon's Eerie, Eastwatch. Activated? Okay, this is activated. Oh, is this one of those things where, okay, I just didn't go this way before, okay. I don't think it's worth killing the antelopes. They can stay there, they can be free, they can be happy. Oh, who's attacking me?
Sick of Torgal. You know what to do. Get him.
Guess that's like a new level of the giant crawfish ones. Who is ready to meet a dame? Eventually. I mean, I can get that, though. There are games like that.
Get him, boy.
I do like juggle. Oh, new enemies approach? Did I drag myself into them? Would I just go so far away?
That's enough.
Probably I'm not into cannibalism. I'm ready to meet one. I have a pretty sore focus, but it's pretty good for saying honestly. This is true. I mean, one could argue that the fact that when it's turn-based, that might make it less fun to watch for some people, but I don't think that's actually that much of a thing to drag things down. And in point of fact, you can see them a lot too, but turn-based stuff tends to also have those flashy things, so at least you can build up to those, right? Anyways, I think I've seen most of what's around here. Yes. Oh, that's a dragonlet, isn't it? I think it's a dragonlet. No, raptor. Alright. Wish everyone keep short flanks, cool cutscenes. Chocobo. And yeah, it did seem like a bold chocobo, didn't it? Just one that didn't do as much with its feathers. And this is true. Final Fantasy does... Like, some of them are more like than others, but it does tend to reinvent itself a good bit, which is kind of neat. then a Dragon Avis. We don't really... Yeah, we could fight a Dragon Avis, I guess. Hopefully this won't take too long, actually. I didn't time that properly again. That's fine. Oh, it was... I don't know why I thought that was staggered already. I didn't time that properly. Boo. Oh, we got a Dragon Tile anyway, so. I played a little bit of 13. It could never really get into it. I think it's really funny. I think the first game, especially in 13, is unfairly maligned, but it kind of makes the equal, but just as bad in an opposite way, mistake of Final Fantasy 15. Where 15 has too much of the goofy road trip and open world and doing a bunch of things first. And once you get used to that for like 40 minutes, then the Final Fantasy-ness of it kicks in, and it doesn't gel well. Meanwhile, 13 takes too long to get to that point, which is why so many people would complain about the corridor-ness of it. This one, however, like 16, I think from the cues it took from action games, it has enough of a core gameplay loop that I'm sure story-wise it'll get into other things, but you kind of can tell what you're gonna have, and even while it'll iterate on that, the basics are already here. And I can see that. Northreach, the Holy Empire of Sondrack. Go walking around. I don't want to here.
We've the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Wow, look at you, garrison soldier. I'm also a weird fan because I like Final Fantasy 2, so his always be questioned. That is a weird take, but I've never really experienced 2, so I wouldn't know much to say about that. Well, I didn't activate the obelisk yet. You understand the quarter complaint, but also it's not like, oh, that was just this thing. I mean, part of it is it did come off of 12, but then 12 is divisive in its own way, so. X16 seems too action focused for me like as an RPG and too RPG for me to play it as an action game. I can see that. I feel like the RPG stuff there is very light. Like I would say, like I guess maybe it takes itself a little bit more seriously than I would expect, but then a lot of action games do tend to be kind of soapy and fun in that way, so. I feel like every Final Fantasy is divisive for the entry before it. Give me turn-based or give me Monster Hunter.
These are all from Dalmekia.
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather used.
Used? Yes, but spent hardly. They've both at least a good year left in them.
Can I kill this guy? Can I just take out my sword and just stab him in the neck? Like, I'm sure the soldiers wouldn't like it, but I could just Well, it's not like he exists. Like I can't even hit the button. So.
The fruit's not getting any fresh.
Hi, the
Do you
merchant.
see anything you like?
No, it looks like it's all stuff I have. I guess you have supplies I could buy if I ever need them, which is nice. Okay. What is this rampant inflation of every new orchestrion role I find? Is it so even if I'm not spending my gil, I can't get music for the bass? Boss fights in this game are really cool, but the regular fights are just epileptic number flashes. I can see that. I think the idea is a lot of the regular fights are you getting to either one, have a power trip, which is fun, but also two, it lets you practice various things, which I'm not making great use of. I'm not the best for that, for doing active labbing, but... And then these tonics. I'm not going to buy any of these. I only used the Stone Skin tonic by accident, because I thought I was on my freaking good boy, and wasn't. All valuables. Oh, that's disappointingly low. I guess I'll sell it. I can sell my father's special sword. I won't, but... Very much an aesthetic thing that permeates JRPGs nowadays and MMOs. I mean, a lot of games tend to do that a little bit. It's not like boss fights have never not been important.
Come back again.
But, and I think you can also blame a little bit Dark Souls itself from software for this, where boss fights are becoming, like they really got cemented in as a big thing to do. Oh, the numbers in the UI everywhere? That's fair. I mean, UI just in general is a complicated matter. So Otto told us this is going to be a lot of women we're going to meet, so...
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
I wonder, Clive.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... Why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do.
Beat the dude. Oh no.
Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
I wonder how many women Sid has saved.
Which brings us
Probably a
here.
big number. He's probably slept with most of them
to
too.
The final
but
obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
So he only has one daughter.
Unless...
This is true, though.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Clive, come on, you had to know that was coming. Both the getting hit on and also that it was going to have to require work. Clive is baby. Look, Clive had 13 years where all he was thinking about, his only raging boner, was for revenge and murder. And Lightning Power grants him legendary pull-out game. Lightning reflexes.
They get that colour.
Doesn't seem to be anything happening. We'll go to the game.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
No one's allowed through the gate until all packs have been inspected.
Chocobo.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Didn't disguise us at
Why,
all.
my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Like...
Oi, hold up.
You make sure she's safe now. She runs our favorite brothel.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Thank you for stopping me just so you can be an asshole, sir. May I have another?
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
I get that it's because it's
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
It's a model thing, right? But the fact that, like, Clive went through the gate in just his full-ass anime design, easy to recognize, pretty distinctive, with my adorable but obvious wolf dog companion. And she's like, I know all the ladies those guys sleep with that blow off steam. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't need to, like, get you a cloak to at least do the bare level of obfuscation. Clive rocking his leather corset. Jeez, is that what this is? Just a guy version of? Kinda is. Like, it's kind of there to make... Oh, well. Also, while I'm doing this...
Fetch!
It's got fluting and everything.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
I mean, as long as you don't go out for the drinks, it should work. Got that snatched waist. Iron Flagon, the Dragon's Armor. Interesting, that actually sounds like a thing, but there's no shop here.
What are you bleeding shit-a-bed bearer?
Nice. Good job, blacksmith. I feel like that can't even be all that effective, but whatever. Let's just go follow up the dame. Wasting time I shouldn't be.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
Dude. Oh, maybe you met her on the street, though. Oh, you two don't have dialogue, okay.
anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
I feel like you say that once we're in the building and we're seeing all of it. But that's fine too. Speak with Isabel.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Now the real
Well,
Dark
that was
Souls
the whole
begins.
point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Do you also have a charm? The Moon and Stars from Isabel.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Dame, can you explain why you took me to your place of work?
I should probably start here.
Gave me what I needed outside the door. Did not actually do anything at your place of work, and instead went and fucked off to a different place? Like, this doesn't even exist, right? Yeah, no, like, of course this isn't actually a place I can go into. It's a silly choice. Okay, items. This seal marks its bearer as a trusted ally of Isabel, proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale. We found the line. And then that's Isabel's line. I don't need to read it because we heard it from her. The line where it is no longer Game of Thrones. No, we've kind of found that line earlier. Although I don't think you might not have been here for this. Where we had a scene where Benedicta was sleeping with the Waluder King. And no actual sex happened during it. It went to black before then, which, you know.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. Know you are always welcome here at the Vale.
Vale prettier. Beauty Mel interaction is heard. There's that too.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
That's usually how the
So
story
she was
goes.
upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you.
Yes, that's very direct. Thank you.
Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Hugo, Benedicta, my love, I will avenge you. Benedicta goes, who are you again? Oh man, Hugo had a full guy tantrum at that too.
The dame sees that all of us share a bedchamber. It discourages unwanted visits from some of our more determined clients. And it means we grow close. If anyone knows where Tatienne went, it'll be her chambermaid.
Oh, that's kind of cute. And makes a lot of system, honestly. Makes a lot of sense to the system, honestly.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne.
I was just like, I'm gonna ignore that.
Say anything to you?
Just focus on the job.
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
Ooh.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Where you go? For all those Twitch subs, and she skipped mentioning him in the comments. In fairness, she seemed like she was very much like when Hugo was in the room, she paid attention. But yeah, she had many other things going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to find her, and we're going to find out instead that she was saving it to give to the dame, but there's also a seedy retirement home. No, this does not relate to Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon before it became the Like a Dragon series.
We've all had our share of dodgy punters. That's why the dame has to hire escorts.
Yeah, this is pretty typical. House of ill repute needs its bodyguards. Side quest just activated, okay. She liked him well enough as long as he would come work with her king.
I've seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
Alright. I'm gonna hold off on these side quests for a little bit. Actually do the main. Okay. I feel like this is not going to be the case, at least for these. There are no side quests that disappear if you skip them from main story, are there? Because none of these side quests have been super essential either. Which I assume means that they can activate it pretty much any time during the story, but... I'll head this way in the meantime. Say point of no return. That's not exactly how I meant it, but I didn't think he would tell me if it touched on anything like that, so...
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
Who are you? I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
Yannick?
On
Ugh.
account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Fools there nigh on every night.
That would do it. Okay. shop over there too. Oh, I need to just go back to the dame. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave and go do stuff. It's like, no, you need to go back and tell her. Alright, quest won't disappear until you hit a specific point. Okay. Didn't seem that way. And in fairness, most games do try to avoid that. Just every now and then, sometimes like a dumb one will show up. There, thank you for finally going over that thing, Clive. My god, man. Alright, you know what? I'll pick up the side quests now.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
Yes.
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the Dame's being properly looked after.
So I used to big scary bad guy also being a himbo simp. Rise of Social Challenge. This feels like one of those side quests that it doesn't actually make sense you could turn it down. Like from a gameplay perspective, maybe. I understand why. But it's kind of weird that I could just be like, no, I'm just going to go. And the soldier's like, well, no, okay, Branded, whatever you say. And yeah, no, I got what you mean. Because obviously, if there'd be no early point of no return, because you're not at the end game. He's like, if Kronk was also a mass murderer. Yeah, like I think part of it we'll probably get to, because we haven't seen this from much from him, but from the lore, it definitely seems like he probably is a narcissist. I mean, he made his home around one of the primal earth crystals, the one that is like important to his entire society. So probably he very much believed that when he fell for Benedicta, there was no way she wouldn't return the favor. And also be as into him as he was into her. Very, Otome villain-esque almost. Rise the Soldier's Challenge. Yeah, this is probably going to be short, but okay.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either.
My dog will eat you, sir.
Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
We're going to show off all our cool powers right now.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
What does it serve me with?
Oh, and when you go cry to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pound.
Leon?
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded.
Really? I don't get my dog, though. Okay, I gotta make sure not to hit those. You know what? I'm gonna try a fancy move against you. Come on. No, that's not the timing for that. Okay. I want to try parrying if I can. No, that comes out sooner than I think it does.
Alright. So you know one end of a blade from the other.
No, that didn't do it either. Okay. I have how goober these guys are. Beyond help. Okay, I think I see the issue here too. With doing that. Man, guy, I'm doing my best. How did you even get the fancy move there? Oh well.
Fuck me.
I thought you were
What
gonna
are you
be.
playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Oh, you're armored, I see.
How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
No, not the right timing for that. Man, parrying is hard to do. I think it's because I expected it to come out faster than it is, but I actually need to be attacking and hit my attack onto his attack. That one hits more, so. Like, wow, I know Clive is a bear, but the Dame has eyes. They can't even hyper armor through my attacks. Soldiers bested. Really bad parry practice too. I shouldn't have even bothered, but you know, I wanted to see. Like, I get why parries are accidental, but
Can I go now?
how Dunning-Kruger can you get?
The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The Dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the Dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the Dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
This is the equivalent of chipping at ineffective units and firing them for XP levels from insult. Yeah, it pretty much is. Now, in fairness though, they did get a few good hits in. Because I was trying to figure out how to parry and failing at it. But
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded. The sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, all right. Extra drills it is, then.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe don't mention this to the Dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble for brawling now, will we?
Robin, you suck. Alright. Well, that was a fun little side quest.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
No.
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from
I don't
me?
believe you.
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin. Simple fare cost little more than a pittance. but to revel in the suffering of others. A simple act of cruelty.
It's a bad society.
Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Friend of the people. Like, walk up to this guy and he's like, oh, thank goodness, you can help. They don't even want to feed their youthful slaves who provide magic to make their lives easier because they like seeing them suffer. Can you help me feed them? Like, Jesus Christ, guys. At what point can you maybe let the cartoonish villainy rest a little bit? The, sadly, not without historical precedent, cartoonish villainy. Fine, what do you need of me to do?
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
Ah, yes, the return of the orphan crushing machine.
What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Now, Katie, and Penguin Drum, that was the child
True, but
broiler.
do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes.
Is it broiler?
And for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Alright. I can put it up there. Maybe we'll slip it in.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Yes, maybe bears are like Mogwai. Beat them after midnight, they turn to gremlins. What's this? Read. Daily regimen. Roll call, morning prayer, rounds, the striking dummies, midday rations, the butts, 10 quivers, armored sparring, kit maintenance, groundskeeping, roll call. I guess I might as well should just take care of this side quest too. Oh, how am I gonna do this?
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Oh, I have to do these in order? Okay, fine.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's.
I have something for you.
Oh, this was the one we saw the smith abusing earlier. Bearer comestibles. Food prepared by Matthew for 3 overworked and underfed bearers employed in Northreach's garrison.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
I have seen comestibles as a word before, but I've heard it from audiobooks. I just realized something. I don't think I've noticed before on other bearers once have like partially been cursed. Like I didn't realize until that cutscene that she already has like 1 crystal foot and it looks like half an arm too. I wonder how many of the bearer models have had that, and I've just never noticed it, even after learning about the curse. Oh, that guy's still getting touched up on. Guess good observation. I just thought she had one sock. I mean, with the level of cartoonish villainy we're at, I could see them doing that. Where they're like, oh, we got you one sock. Just to make you uncomfortable. Because we wanted to pay enough to make it weird. Like, look at this. They're having this guy. Like, I think the same thing's happening to him. They're literally overworking them to use them up and kill them early. Or unnecessary. Like, what the... This is beyond mistreatment. This is just a waste. They cost money.
You look like you need a rest.
Dude, eat this. My man, I'm sorry. Your owners are
Not half as much as I need this.
evil dicks.
Thank you.
And the dumbest.
I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Yeah, disposable income. Yeah, this is partially what's getting me here. Like, take out the human aspect. But, I mean, Dunny has a good point, though. If you can afford it, I mean, they can just buy a new bearer when this bearer runs out. It's still really dumb, though.
These crystals here are for citizens only. There's none for the likes of you.
I have a lot of crystal armor chocobo. Look at this armor chocobo. Yeah. It's actually not much in the way of birding. But admittedly, your neck would be a point that you would want to reinforce. Sad to know that cruelty is the point is relevant in real life. Yeah. How many bearers there are in relation to the population? That's a good question. It's gotta be a sizable portion. But it can't be... Also, can I... This person doesn't leave. How can I take care of this one?
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
Oh, these poor guys.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
This one, it looks like they're not even going to give him a chance to die becoming crystal.
The drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded. Sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, all right? Extra drills it is, then.
I think some ways by being able to treat, let's say, 1/3 of the population as disposable, we can dedicate your resources not. But I have to assume it's not as bad as 1/3. 1/3 is just not viable, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe it is as much as 1/3.
That bastard! Accident my ass!
But the fact that, like, so many of them use them as an important resource is...
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets. Once the men of the garrison have filled their bellies with liquid courage, a brooch won't stay their tempers.
Oh, handmaiden, it would make my day if they tried. I started knowing we only hang out in Port Town so far. This is true.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword?
Eddie, oh no, you're male. You're Edian. I thought you were going to be a muscle girl archer, but then the rest of your name and the fact you're a dude disappointed me. That's life expenditure. This is true. Like, this is medieval enough that, also, I say that like I even used Eddie A. I benched her pretty quickly. But, regardless of that, it was more a joke. It's true. Like, these guys are dying of crystal, but also your average, even regular person lifespan. We don't know how expanded it is because of magic, but...
I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So, you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Hunt beyond the wall. Merchant with his dealings beyond the wall. Man, you keep saying that, I'm gonna think I'm in Attack on Titan. Why not?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't.
Dude, it's okay.
Strongly advise.
I'm a bearer. I'm expected to run drugs at some point, I'm sure. Prioritize quest. People are easier to make than magic crystals. Not wrong, sadly. And yeah, they have the crystals, but I mean, I've seen this before. Like, I don't want to ever use consumables, but you give me a party member who can do it like 100 times before I need to replace them? Oh, that's much easier for me to do.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose...
Oh, right, that guy again. He has 2 lines of dialogue. Now, we don't know the magic crystals are screwing up the planet. Sid just told us and is almost definitely right, because it would make sense.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain?
There was a time when he was the Val's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle.
Please tell me he didn't tell you to say that.
He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Why are you sticking with the use of uncle?
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Oh my god, Clive, my man. There was like nothing suggestive in what she said to scare you off at the end there. And magic dash. Like, you can force it in there, like the damn soft spot does have implications, but like... Especially the way she used it didn't sound like that at all, but Clive's like, the dame soft spot?
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Also, you can do this yourself. It took me a minute of talking with your girls, you know, your employees.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary.
Damn these
There is
people.
a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
It's kind of weird, actually, to be doing all this stuff without, like... I mean, I have Torgal, who's the one I care most about. The fact that oh, look at him, he's trying to... No, Torgal, just because there's some plants there that's still mostly stone. You can't dig through there, buddy. You'd hurt your little paws to do so. Anyways.
Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his means. Now he is loyal to me.
At some point, you just gotta stop caring about levels and just want to kill an entire town. I'm beginning to feel that way.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil.
Clive is a lot like Yusei Fudo from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I have not done much. Also, what do I need? Oh, I need to go up for this. 2 more side quests? Oh, let's take care of the side quest first, I guess. I did like half of GX.
The right to confiscate
I
any
never
objects
touched
for the
5Ds. And I did most of the
simply can't decide. I'll just have to take them all.
of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just that lady again, okay. Alright. Hello, Liquormonger. In the immortal words of Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged, I have brought your 1 drugs, please.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
Heavy purse. Every jounce and jostle of this unexceptional leather sack is accompanied by an eerily melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored. Main character with an unusual power with a lineage of swords, captured early and marked as a lesser person with a facial brand on the cheek. Oh, is that what that makes sense.
That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
We're not doing anything illegal, it's fine.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Ah, here we traded drugs for super booze. Well, brandy wine, but that's okay. Baker.
Just because you're wearing a dame's brooch, don't mean I have to serve you. It's you that should be serving me, Branded.
My dude. Like, look. Not for nothing. Even if the person's gonna die at the end of it, I don't think a magical slave badass who has a sword right there, I would immediately speak off to like that. Because even if they're gonna get punished for it, you might not survive. Jeez, even the Muffin Man is evil.
Give me one of those hams. or biggest?
You say it's remember that yellow tattoo and it's actually a tracking device and warning the public that he's a card game felon. Ah.
No one's allowed through the
Fruit's
gate
not
until...
getting any fresher.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
A tinker?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now, shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
I can hear Clive being like, you know what? It was one thing when I was uncomfortable with the Dame. I'm really starting to want to kill these NPCs, though. Like, oh, god damn, all these
Why didn't you
slavers.
say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Oh man, are we getting Aiden ready for a hot date that he's paying for with drugs? Got some liquor, got some perfume.
You won't find carpets like
Herbalist so we can get some more drugs.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
So he's the worst one.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Man.
Perfume, cigars and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
No, you know what? I'm not even going to get your other dialogue.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
God damn. Just each of them progressively. Well, the Tinker at least had a moment afterwards once the business was concluded. But it definitely ended on the worst for sure. Ugh.
Word is that the legions are ready into march again.
Ah, you have returned. I believe these are yours.
Box of cigars. After the leaves of the tobacco plant are harvested, they are dried and cured for several moons to improve their flavor before being finally chopped and rolled inside a single uncut leaf. Though no other ingredients are added, the resulting cigars are possessed of the distinct aromas of vanilla, cherry, and clove. Essence of rose. It is said that the petals of 20 roses are required to distill a single drop of fragrant rose oil. Brandywine, a potent spirit made by distilling wine and then aging in barrels for several decades. As such, it remains a luxury, even for the aristocracy. The aristocracy. I think I put an extra syllable in there. Boop, boop, boom.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide.
Crystal drugs.
And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
Someone's gonna.
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
I realized what I named this stream, and I don't think I'm getting to the spy quest tonight. Like, I expected more side quests would spawn in after I did the full thing, not as I was continuing.
I'm happy to see my trust in you was not misplaced. The dame will be delighted to hear of your success.
But this is fun. It's helping build the world as we're doing this. Is there something up there? Is that a chest up there? Do I need to go into this building? I'm saying you thought Etienne was an undercover guy trying to entrap me. No, because if he's a cop, he would have had to tell us. Yeah, that's the rule. Alright, this is where I need to go. Also, I'm sure never understood where that myth came from. You know, I'm not sure either. It's a convenient one, though. Man, there must be like 4 or 5 chests in town that I've missed, but I don't care enough to look for them. I'm gonna assume that this place isn't gonna burn to the ground, so...
The Dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another branded, with a target on his back.
Hey, bitch. I'm one step beyond the walls. Why don't you try me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no, I'm still damaged. That's okay. That was the price of trying to lab parries and failing.
Orifla, how many bears suffer to keep your granaries full?
Sick of trouble!
That was fun. I am far up from a level though, so that's not gonna happen, I think. I'm only interested in fighting things I've fought mostly many of, so. Sick'em, Torgal. Oh, there's a bluebird. We don't want to mess with bluebirds, they aggro. Are these raptors? Oh, there's a bunch of things. Westwatch, Baywatch, the Penitence Gate, Playthings, Alberg. Okay, so that's the way I should be going. Okay. I think these are just more of the raptors, which we've already seen. Yeah. If I fought it before already, I'm not as interested, but... Oh, vulture. Yeah, I found 5 whole gil. Boy, am I glad living a way to keep people from starving isn't considered a political stance. Look, there's a reason the dragon gave us. Okay.
Not this time.
Now, let's do that properly.
Sick of Torgal. There, boy.
I'm gonna assume that's not the case, but that would be a funny random reference out of nowhere for them. And dodge that properly either. Oh, I still got a dragon talent out of it. So that's something. Actually, what I kind of need to do... we could check out Baywatch while we're here.
An Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Oh, is this a fight?
You're not one of us.
Some Japanese games break the game's code over and over again just to fit in that as a American television reference. That is a Kojima. Oh, Deadly Premonition. Now that would be a weird stream game. I've only seen a little bit of that and heard things, but... Demon Tamer Sash. Oh, duh, I'm being stupid. This is actually a belt. While slaying a demon merely returns its soul to the hell whence it came, until such time as it is resummoned to inhabit a new host. Taming a demon is a much more effective means of dampening its evil influence on the corporeal plane. By luring and trapping the undying spirit of Hellspawn into accoutrement worn on one's person, one might also harness their power and channel a portion of it as one's own. Hold on. This random piece of clothing I just picked up is implying things about demons in this system, in this world, that might not actually be the case, but it's kind of wild to me that it's like, oh yeah, just demons are around in this Final Fantasy world. Well, it's better, so might as well. You want to experience Twin Peaks because it's the way to experience Twin Peaks. I have heard that. I haven't actually watched Twin Peaks either. And wasting the entire save biggest thing is necessary. That was kind of satisfying, I will admit. Just to go through here and murder all those guys. And I just murdered them for a belt. Like, that's all I got out of this, was experience, and I murdered them for a belt. The Tremel Workshop. Okay, let's check out the Tremel Workshop. It's a good belt. This is true. You know what? I've got... Really? I am sorry.
Over here.
Attack me. Oh, you didn't attack me, actually. Alright. So you pretty much just that forever plus shadow people. Oh. Anyways, I murdered those poor chocobos by semi-priming to Ifrit, which was totally a waste of Clive's near godlike magical anime bullshit powers. Because it gave me back like 200 HP. And I'm gonna build up meter again anyway, so it's kind of like free healing. Less than what a potion would give me, but you know, a potion's a resource to expend. Did this bearer just become a crystal and they leave the body here? Jesus Christ, people. If nothing else, it's a morbid fucking reminder. Move the body. That said, this might also be a quest I'm going to pick up in a bit, and it's going to be like, you should go here and check out something. Okay, that's the thing I wanted to check out, which is this way. People suck. Really feels like it. Really feels like it. It's a reminder to the other bearers. Torgal, why did... You know what? I'm not gonna question it. You're a good boy. Oh, I don't want to fight the bluebird. I mean, I can fight the bluebird, but I was just gonna see what this workshop is. It's like nothing here. Oh, there's an item here. 2 bloody hides. And then this, and nothing else. Alright, that's fine. Let's go over this way to Westwatch. What, and bury it like a person? Can't burn it so it's not worth the effort. Oh, man. I could see some of these guys saying that. Now, in case you're wondering if I'm just putting off the main quest, because I found out that those things have people I can murder a bunch of and get a slightly better belt out of, I'm gonna go see if the other 2 bases have that too. Oh, yeah.
Who goes there? You know what that's in Over here.
Hey, you wanna try to tag me? We need to blow off some steam to the free bird, so they have something to do with the crystallized corpses. So when we did learn that, it was implied, like, presumably actually most of the time they get rid of them, because it's supposed to be a thing that not all the bearers know. Because I guess it will help keep them in line some. Oh, do you think maybe the corpses become crystals people can use? I mean, if that's a possibility, I would not be surprised. The people suck enough, they definitely would do that.
What are you playing at, Branded?
Stay down.
Alright. Knowing how bougie some of these people are, they probably climb up and snort lines. I mean, I could also see that being the case. Oh man, that dead bearer just hit different today. Man, you need to ease up on the dead bearer. You'll say is eventually dressed and leave it at that. Katie has the spoilers, guys. Beat her up until she tells you what they are. Oh, is there nothing here except a gorgeous view of this lovely game? What a waste of time. There's one more possibility. Another grim thought was breaking them down for building materials. Cyber narcotic is just performative cruelty. Oh joy, oh no. I mean, we have learned that they do like their performative cruelty. I mean, I only have so long left. I probably should have just done story bits instead of doing this, but... I will admit too, bouncing between a bunch of those side quests, I was missing just some general combat, so... Because the gameplay is fun. I feel like I'm not good at it, but... Woldhound?
Before I call the rest. Sick of Torgal.
Ooh. This is what I should be doing.
It's over.
Man, all those dogs died because I saw a little bit of oil among them, and I wanted them. Ah, Cape Orsier. What's up, guys? I've come to kill you all.
You're not welcome here.
That was satisfying. In Stalker, Shadows of Chernobyl, there are these things called pseudo-dogs. VPAF. Ugh, I don't even like the name pseudo-dog. Oh, man. I killed this outpost of soldiers for like 400 gil worth of oil and 20 really generic supplies. Somehow I feel like that's the worst thing to get murdered for. Instead of freaking... At least the belt is a nice belt. Yeah, mutate wolves with short human-like faces. Ooh. Oh, you're... No, 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 no. I'm not killing you, bro. That was kind of a waste, but I wanted to just actually use up the limit burst to get some healing.
This time.
I'm getting... It is true, I'm getting, I'm getting catharsis out of doing it. It is nice.
Over here.
Damn. I thought I was close enough to get that bad, but I wasn't.
There, boy.
Yeah, still got Dragon Tail out of it, though. Okay, I think this is something... Wish the motherfucker would, and they did.
Stay down.
You ever notice the crystal to the left there? I'm not actually sure what you're talking about. Unless you mean seeing the mother crystal in the background. Or you mean this one over here. It's cool either way though. Like definitely the game looks good. It's nice to have that kind of vista when you're doing that stuff. That one, gotcha. I wonder if that's... Or where here? It's like maybe here or something. We've heard of at least one mother crystal that became... Well, I'm not gonna... That might come up with other stuff. Alright. It's not on the map. Yeah, well, it's not like a full mother crystal. I think it's like... Maybe it's a fallen ruin of some kind or something? But it is weird. Maybe it's that one mother crystal because there was at least one that got used up or something. Over-harvested, maybe? Oh, love to see no fall damage. 20 minutes left. There should be enough time to do another of these bases and maybe those side quests. Ah, that was in the north, wasn't it? Yeah, that was part of what our daddy did back before he pulled his Ned Stark and died in the beginning of the game. Actually, I think I'm gonna go Richards, Bales, Royal Meadows. I would want to go past them too. Actually, wait, no, the Penitent's Gate. Oh, that might be the only one actually. Because the Penitent's, well, we'll see what it's like. Keep forgetting lock on is a thing. This Jill is the lesser of the two Jills I've witnessed lately.
Go on, back to the pens with you. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
Okay, I'm gonna assume villain means something and it's just not another way of spelling villain, but she definitely seems pretty villainous. Like, I just think redheads are cool. Oh, you're not gonna hear Katie complaining about that take. That said, Jill's also gotta be like in the top 5 for the Tellius games, right? Like, I guess she's not actually important enough to become like...
Not much chance I'd make it through the Penitent's Gate without someone recognizing me as a deserter. Sid had better have a plan.
Oh, this is where I need to go later. Okay. Well, and there's not really much else to do, is there? Except the story stuff. And the side quests. Mind you, they probably made Soren the other emblem because they kind of need to make more magic emblems. Because you get more plot than the average person you would get outside of your insider pack. This is true, although especially by the time of Radiant Dawn, you have a lot of people that get more plot than your average person. She has to figure out why I'm not respected for that professionally.
Branded! Here, now!
Oh my god, Benoit or Flamme Grandy.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy!
Good.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him!
The combination of Katie saying this guy sucks and this quest being called Ulberg fills me with a sense of dread. Alright.
Alright. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
Oh, no. Oh, was I silly? Does this side quest send me where? Okay, no, it doesn't send me that far. Okay, thank God.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it.
Where is he? Oh, he's over here. Aww.
Stay back. I'll deal with this.
I guess it is rabid. Oh, you're not even that strong. Well, here, let me try to get one of these off anyways. Come on. Come on. It doesn't seem like it was what I thought it was going to be. Unless...
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
Oh, it was what I thought it
Father
was.
said you were being attacked.
Oh no.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
You know, when it said rabid wolf, I was hoping that that was like an accurate descriptor for it. But no. This was just Clive assuming.
Wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
This kid gives me Joffrey vibes. Oh, turns out the wolf did actually eat this kid. Shame. We out here where there's no witnesses. There was some Joffrey energy to that, wasn't there? Ah, poor wolf. This dude does suck though, like... What a...
You, Brandon, come here this instant.
I mean, admittedly his hound... Although no, their hounds are just that. Poor thing. Like, I guess at that point, too, you kind of have to anyways, because they're not really... Oh...
How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless cub. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not.
This dude is next level.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
How will you respond? There's a choice here? I mean, this can't actually be a choice, right? That wretch would be the dame, that wretch would be me. What are the chances I actually kill this guy in front of his son? They're probably low, right? And if anything, the wretch would be me, would probably be him like, I don't believe you, who is your actual one? And I'd have to say the dame. Kill the son first. It's a video game. They never let you kill the child. That said, this is also good. Where is your manager? I am my manager. And I think technically this would mean we'd have to kill him even more, right? Like, this is the diplomatic non-murder way of doing it. This guy needs to go. So if there's any chance I get to kill him, I need to try for it.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not
Kill
your
him.
playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How
Clive,
dare you?
nothing of value will be
Want me to buy
lost.
another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Like, look, on one hand, I'd say yes. You don't always need to have your player character be killing these things. How many soldiers was this game okay with me just killing? And like, yes, these are racist soldiers working for an empire that will like conquer things, so they're not great in the first place. They are not as morally reprehensible as this goddamn random noble. Oh my god, this just feels bad. Also, he's a complete dumbass.
Victims of the nobles' games.
Look at these bearers he's been buying.
You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
I refuse to believe that this noble, even among the circles that he works in, people care about him enough that they would mind if he went missing.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
Would rather I at least gone to do something to the dad, but...
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again.
That said, I won't lie. When the kid was revealed to be as morally reprehensible, I had to imagine they would either get off or it had to be a cutscene thing like that. Which I understand. There are certain things you just don't want people doing in video games. Oh, that's a good... I have 1,000 AP? When did that happen? Man. That was a rough side quest. With the Dame at his side, Clive safely navigates the gates of Northreach and is one step closer to the Imperial capital. However, before he can continue his journey, he must first assist the palace proprietress, located associate recently gone missing. It is rough when a kid's involved for video games. Yeah. I've still not found a Stoneskin tonic. They might not give you those. You might have to buy them. So I could do this. Most of the others are upgrades, right? Oh, I could also master Rook's Gambit. But there's no point in mastering until I find, like... Being able to switch these to other icons is only valuable when you, like... They have, like, a really, like... You like this part they can do. The dedicated circle move. but you don't like enough of these other things. Or once you have 4 or more. Because I assume you can't switch between sets of them. I've never even used learning these. Can be used in midair. Upgrading this one increases its size, right? Unzary effect increase potency. Or I could just do the... Is it time to get the 3rd meter? I mean, it would give me more time in it, and it does go really quick. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Only 2,000 for the other meter. Okay. Alright, let's go do this other side quest real quick, and then I think we're gonna have to call it. I might not even have time to do the side quest, but we can at least start it. Jeez. Whew. Oh, let's get this dialogue first, too.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday. How do they expect us to finish the harvest when the ones the capital sends us are already half stone?
Most of them are. Lisette.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Playthings. Help look for Chloe. I can certainly try.
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
Great into the trap.
Beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and
Kid,
kind.
say what she is.
She likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
Yeah, we'll do playthings. Alright.
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Chloe is high school creative writing personified.
Chloe always comes back. Always. But she's never been this late before.
Or Lisette, rather. Fastidious farm wife.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners.
Yes.
Why should I help you?
You suck.
You tell me that.
Because I could kill you.
The village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
It's okay. It's not like we found a dead bear up there earlier.
Oh, and you tell Lisette, if I catch that mangy creature around here again, I'll put it down myself.
Chloe?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl?
You saw Doctor.
Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Oh, Clive. As I said, it's never a good time in a side quest when you need to inspect the body.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me? Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Damn. Quest complete as a little girl cries.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Still raises the point of, do these people take classes on how to be this bigoted? They have to work at it, right? And yeah, it looks like they're raised that way. We might have saved her from becoming a complete monster later on in life. Who knows? Jesus Christ. Like, a lot of this stuff was subtextually already here, but these side quests have just been slamming us in the face with how fucked up this world is. Ah, fun video game. I need to call it here anyways. Hopefully next time, when the good ending is a girl crying. How much damage do you think a freak could do here? Oh. The wheat fields? A lot. Oh, righting wrongs. And there are many wrongs to right. Just like praying in the countryside. Sid, ready to go. I can't do a good Sid voice. Too silky smooth. Ready to go batshit crazy yet, Clive? We'll see. We will see. Possibly not tomorrow. This might need to be a next week kind of thing. But either way, thanks for hanging out to me. Seeing how awful this world is. Good night, everyone.